Hi everyone and welcome back to Spring of Series 11 in Forza Horizon 5. This is Newcomers, the first seasonal championship in this week's festival playlist, at least the first that I do, and it's a street racing with very loose car restrictions. We get to drive A class in the car that is made in 2010 or later, and that's about it. Anything else can be brought. We seem to have a little bit of a curious public co-op lobby this time, with no one but two obvious cheaters with modded accounts that have joined this lobby two at once. That is quite interesting. There's also an absolute carnage of a race in the first couple of corners. Everybody seemed to have crashed into each other. I think only the teammate Iraqi G in the first place managed to avoid all of the collision, but even that I'm not sure. I think everybody else have collided with at least one other car or a barrier. If that was for real, that would look like a complete war zone. I'm here in the convoy with Chazzy. As usual, he's somewhere just behind trying to make it through the cheaters' trucks, as I did already. Now, you may ask me, how do I know those are cheaters? And there are a few subtle hints that point into that. One is obviously the maximum prestige and level, maximum attainable in the game. It is possible to achieve that. There's at least one person who did that legit, but it takes enormous time, effort, and the dedication that would usually not combine with the other subtle hints, like an absolute moronic choice of the car for the event. I mean, come on, two Mercedes-Benz trucks into the street race. I'm pretty sure they joined here straight after doing the cross-country champ that requires you to drive unlimited off-road, into which the Forza edition of those trucks falls. So it's an absolute misunderstanding of what car is needed for which challenge, and obviously they can't drive. Look at that. Both of them didn't even complete passing all of the AIs yet, and both of them are the slowest players on the field right now. So if there is any silver lining in having a lobby with two cheaters, it's the fact that all of us are faster than them. And my teammate here, Iraqi G, seems to be a very decent person, absolute opposite of those two scumbags, because look at that, nice clean racing. Once he saw that I'm right behind and I'm faster, moves a bit aside, leaving space without losing any speed, making sure that if there is a pass to happen, and if it's inevitable, there is no drama, no crashing into each other, and we enjoy a good team race, which is what the co-op should be all about, not about bringing your truck into a cheated race. Right, the first race is complete. Let's go for the second one, and obviously the first we won, the Team Humans. Really nice, clean, enjoyable racing with Iraqi G. I'm not sure where the Chazzy was. I think he finished third after managing to pass the bloody trucks. Both of them are still there. I mean, come on, you're gonna have to have a brain of a snail to bring an absolutely obvious cheated account into the public race, because guess what, once this race is finished, I'm reporting both of those guys. Hopefully the Forza enforcement does something about them, and I know the bans can be avoided, but if I was one of those people, I think it's a bit of a hassle to keep switching the accounts and modding them one after another. What for? I mean, of all games, Forza is such an easygoing game. Why would you need to cheat? Right, Iraqi G says sorry. No need to be sorry, mate. I completely messed up that corner. I crashed into the NPC car, and I actually set up myself for a crash. So all blame is mine in that case. I think one of the cheaters is gone and the other is running in the last place. Wow. Just wow. At least they're not running speed hacks. That's probably another silver lining, because imagine those trucks, the way they were driving in the beginning of the first race, where they were all over the place, drifting in every corner and smashing into other cars with complete disregard for whether they are human or AI. Just basically lack of minimal driving skills. Imagine them doing, I don't know, 300 kilometers per hour, flying past these checkpoints in street racing where there are no walls to ride, and then coming back, and yeah, that would be an absolute ruin of the race. Now, if you didn't notice, I'm running this Hot Wheels Bone Shaker, which just makes this championship a very easy thing. As you can see, the performance of the car, despite all of the mistakes, collisions, hitting the NPC cars and all that, just comfortably beating anything and everything on the track and casually missing the checkpoint. I need to make a note for myself, like, do not miss checkpoints during the race, especially during multiplayer races, because you can't just, you know, rewind and pretend it never happened. You actually end up being somewhere behind. So yeah, me passing the Iraqi G has just been reversed. Chazzy is right behind me in his BMW M4, the 2021 version of it, the brand new exclusive car. And yeah, end of the race too, and the end of the championship, apart from the two morons in the trucks. It's been actually a very enjoyable thing, with other teammates being really decent people with some decent driving, not from my side though. And yeah, an easy win for Team Humans. Thank you for watching. I hope you found it entertaining. I'll go report the cheaters and be back doing some more videos. See you in the next one.